What's up people, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going through a Mandalorian build in Helldivers 2. The Mandalorian in question for this video will be Djarin. I'm going to show you the armor, weapons and stratagems that I think are best suited, and then some highlights, so let's get into it. So first up is armor. Now there's two ways you can go with this one. One is looks and the second is by armor passive. For looks, ideally we want something metallic and shiny to replicate Djarin's Beskar. If we are looking at armor passives though, that best represent Mandalorians in general, extra padding, democracy protects and gunslingers would be the go-to. For me, the armor that is the best of both worlds is the B-22 model citizen armor. It is a medium armor given a nice balance between health and speed. It has the shiny armor pieces in nearly all the right places, and also has the democracy protects armor passive, allowing you to survive some encounters you maybe shouldn't. The helmet is a bit of a tricky one. You can either go with the Lawmaker helmet, which is a close match in its metallic colour to the body armor, or you can go with the Champion of the People helmet if you want that iconic T-visor that we're all so familiar with. The only thing left then is the cape, and we're going to take the Foe Smasher, nice and simple, and that's your armor sorted. Looking at the weapons next, there are a few options, but the way I looked at it was how can I fit as many of Djarin's weapons from the show into this build, so just stay with me. For our primary, we are going to go with the Torture as our Van Brace flamethrower. I know a lot of people would probably take the Crisper, as it being a secondary coincides a lot better with how Mandalorians use Van Brace flamethrowers, but with the release of the Borderline Justice Warbond, we need our secondary slot to take the Talon, which is our IB-94 blaster pistol. Think of these two weapons in reverse, with your Talon being the main weapon alongside one of your stratagems, and your primary being your emergency backup to keep the enemy at bay. And there is no better weapon in Djarin's arsenal for when the odds are against them than his Whistling Birds. And the grenade we will take to represent them is the G50 Seeker. These do as their name suggests, seeking out enemies while making a little noise, which makes it a solid choice to represent the counterpart. Finally then, onto stratagems, we are going to be bringing two reds. One is the Eagle Strafing Run, which are the twin blasters of the Razor Crest, and while there is not much else that Djarin's ship possesses in its offensive arsenal, we can turn to the Fang Fighter, a Mandalorian ship that carries a proton torpedo, and the closest match to that are some Eagle rocket pods. And with only two slots left, one is extremely obvious, it's the hover pack. You could take the jump pack, but I think for those cinematic moments shooting at your enemies from the sky, the hover pack is the clear winner. And lastly, the railgun, which will be our Amban sniper rifle, with its single shot firing and disintegrating properties. And there we have it, you are now fully set to drop down as Djarin in Helldivers 2. This build is honestly quite solid. It can perform against all factions, but I definitely like it the most when fighting bots. And while you don't have the best arsenal for dealing with the biggest enemies in the game, with ship module upgrades you have 9 Eagle airstrikes which can put down a lot. I'm going to show some highlights now, so I'll thank you all for watching, and if you did enjoy, please subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.